and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode in my series on the Witcher lore. If this is my first video you're watching, then hello and welcome. My name is Caretaker, and I'm here to do the best job I can in explaining the lore of the Witcher world. In the last video I covered the bear skull and the theories surrounding it, but today we're going to be taking a look at a certain character that is one of the most unknown about and at the same time the most interesting. I am referring to, of course, the Caretaker from The Witcher 3's Hearts of Stone expansion. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of depth to go into, but what we do know is that he is a being that was summoned by Olgierd von Everec to help watch and protect his estate. He became the trusty servant to the von Everec family, laying the tables, tending the grounds, and looking after any prowlers that wandered too near the residence. As to what the creature actually is, he's classed as a relict and is supposedly, to the best of my understanding, a demon. As to what a demon is inside of the Witcherverse, our knowledge on them is short in supply as well, largely because it seems most demons are very distinct from one another and can seemingly exist due to a number of different reasons. However, the main idea, or what I think is the main idea, is that most demons are summoned to serve their masters. The Caretaker is obviously one bound to such circumstances. I was always curious if the Caretaker himself was actually built from corpses due to the way his skin and his body seems to be sewn together. His entire appearance reminds me of something of a cross between Pan's Labyrinth and Frankenstein's monster, and he's honestly one of the most unnerving characters you can come across inside the game, in the most badass and awesome way. If he was somehow stitched together, my theory was that maybe his body was constructed inside of one reality and then a spirit or a demon came to haunt it from another dimension, hence gaining control of the body, or more using it as a physical construct for the demon to move around inside of the new world that he inhabited. The only reason I really think this is possible is because demons, to the best of my understanding, can also inhabit animals as it is and other living beings, which means it doesn't seem so far-fetched to assume they could do the same for a corpse as long as it had all its sort of functioning and necessary organs. Necromancy, which is the magic used to bring people back from the dead, has only been touched upon in The Witcher, but as it's something we know that does exist, it can also attribute to the theory being relatively true as well. Now, as for the Caretaker's way of being, he is not a sentient creature. He seems capable of being very careful, but other than that, he is much akin to a golem, meaning that he doesn't feel any pain and that his sole purpose is to protect and, well, take care of things, no matter the task. Although, to be fair, golems tend to be a lot less capable of doing anything other than fighting or combating anything that they've been told to protect. The Caretaker also had a few interesting things he did during combat, and that's not even mentioning his enchanted shovel that he uses as a weapon. I'm going to start with the shovel first because it has the ability to heal the wielder with every hit he or she receives, leading to a weapon that is grossly overpowered in a very awesome way if used correctly. But coupled to that is the fact that he can summon powerful spirits from any corpses that surround him. That being said, I think it really does add to the whole idea that he is a product of necromancy. If he himself can control and manipulate the spirit world, then surely he must have some sort of deeper connection to it. Either that or he's just a very distant relative of the mouth of Sauron. Here, Lord of the Rings reference, we were gonna get there eventually. I don't know what you were expecting, but there it is. That's the first time. And that's basically what we do know about him, and I realise that leaves a hell of a lot to be desired, but I did a lot of research and as much as I could, but the bestiary inside of the game literally gives hardly any information. They just basically tell you exactly what you could have known just by playing it, and that's basically what I could theorize myself by putting any of the pieces together. But it's nice to have a character in the game that really does have more of that horror element to it, or not really a horror element, but just a kind of like an unsettling eeriness to him and his design. From the draping tattered robes, the flesh that's been stitched together, and the rusty iron shovel, it's so outwoldish for The Witcher, and that's just it's just wonderful for the variety. Sorry this video took a while, but if you couldn't tell yet by my deep and ultra sexy voice, I've been very sick recently for the last few days, and I love that it's not just sexy, it's ultra sexy, and that way you know it's gotta be sexy. And as always, I thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below and consider supporting me on Patreon if you would like to see this channel continue. Otherwise, stay subscribed for more because it's coming soon. Sorry this video is so short, but I wanted to cover this guy for a long time, so I thought I would while I had the chance, and at least it gives you a little bit more to think about than other than he is just a demon. That is it. So yeah, I realize there's a lot to be desired, but this is what I could come up with. So until the next one, this has been OKGov, and you are going to have a really, really fantastic day. Mathematician.